This video will demonstrate the processes involved in refusing orders using the PowerChart application in Cerner. The following scenario will be used to guide us through the required steps. A 24-year-old male patient resides in the ICU. Following interdisciplinary rounding, the nurse enters orders on behalf of the provider. However, the wrong name is entered for co-signature. Once refused by the provider, 24 hours pass and the Health Information Management team routes the order to the correct provider. The nurse would launch the PowerChart application, landing on Care Compass. Next, the nurse will select the patient name in Care Compass to open the patient chart. Selecting the plus sign and add adjacent to the Orders tab in the table of contents opens the Add Order window, where a desired order can be entered into the search field. Entering ibuprofen 200 displays a drop-down of order sentences that can be selected. At this point, the nurse is prompted to enter the ordering provider. Here, the nurse will incorrectly select a provider and verbal as a communication type. Upon clicking OK, the nurse can repeat a similar process for additional orders. In this case, the patient care order of vital signs Q12H are also ordered on behalf of the incorrect provider. Once all orders are selected, the nurse can sign the orders and exit PowerChart. Next, the provider would launch PowerChart, landing on the patient overview. As part of their daily workflow, the provider would click on the Message Center icon and then the Co-Sign Orders tab. The orders requiring co-signature appear here. Double-clicking on the first order displays the Order Details window where the provider can review pertinent information. Here, the assumption is that the provider would recognize this patient as not under their care. Selecting the Refuse Radio button and choosing Assign to another MD effectively refuses the order, which will drop off the list in the Message Center once clicking OK and Next. The provider will repeat a similar process for the subsequent order. At this point, the provider can exit PowerChart. As demonstrated elsewhere, tasks and orders generated by the refused order will appear for nursing in several locations. In Care Compass, orders will first appear for review. Marking as reviewed will clear this queue. Notice that the refused order action tasks now appear in Care Compass for nurses and would display on the orders profile. Moreover, the refused orders display with a caudicus icon adjacent to them in the orders profile. Hovering over the order reveals the following note: the ordering provider has refused to co-sign this order. For the purposes of this demo, 24 hours pass without the nurse completing tasks or rectifying the refused orders. In this situation, the Health Information Management clerk will be required to rectify the refused orders. Logging into PowerChart and navigating to the Message Center icon brings up the HIM inbox. Selecting the Orders tab will display the refused orders, which can be opened for review. Once in the order details, the HIM clerk can click the History tab to review any HIM actions taken place. For further investigation, entering the patient's chart, establishing a relationship as data management if necessary, and navigating to the Patient Information tab in the table of contents allows for additional information to be viewed. In this case, the HIM clerk would identify the correct provider. Navigating back to Message Center to the Orders tab, the Forward Only option allows the order to be routed to the correct provider. In this case, the HIM clerk would enter the new provider for each of the refused orders. Once all orders have been rerouted, they would no longer appear in the HIM Message Center inbox. Now, the correct provider can log into PowerChart and access Message Center in a similar manner. Opening the individual orders, reviewing details, and selecting OK and Next allows the provider to co-sign the appropriate orders. At this point, the nurse returns to PowerChart and navigates to the orders profile. Notice the refused order icon has dropped off the order. However, tasks still appear in Care Compass and refused order actions still live on the orders profile. As part of the orders remediation process, the nurse would first mark as reviewed for the two new orders appearing in Care Compass. Next, navigating to the patient chart and to the Orders tab in the table of contents produces the orders profile. Notice that the refused orders actions still appear on the bottom of the orders profile. To complete these orders, right-clicking and selecting Complete, and then signing for each of the orders will remove them from the orders profile. As well, this will remove the tasks from Care Compass. This brings us to the close of the refused orders demonstration for orders entered on behalf of the wrong provider. Thank you for watching.